All right, all right, all right. Well, welcome to Goof On, everybody. Hey, it is Friday, June 11th. You did it. You made it to the end of the week. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. You feel really good. You did it. It's okay. We all did it. That's why we're in the, there we go. Now I feel like we can get the show started. Now that we're out in the universe. Oh, wait. Got a problem. Got a problem. No more. It's fixed. So it's Friday, end of the week, beginning of the weekend. Thank God. Thank God. Oh, you're welcome. So, good weekend. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to be on Alien Addict show. We're doing it tomorrow, I think, on Saturday. I'm getting a carpet. Coming to measure. Home Depot's coming tomorrow. I'm going to get new carpet in this place. Yep. We are starting the process of making this house look, new. Not that it looks old, but, it's got an old type of mentality from 1985. Yeah, so we're going to change the color, change the floor, except for the kitchen and the bathrooms, because they've got either tile or wood. So everything's going to be a little different. Even this room may be a little different. I may do some shows without the green screen. And right now, this is a weird room because the way they have things set up, and I am going to switch it. Instead of where I am now, I'm going to turn it. And if I do turn it, it is going to be sort of like the same size as my last studio. There's a mirror on this wall because this is a bedroom. I'm going to have to either take it down, and I don't want to because it's a really big mirror. But I want this to be like I said I wanted it to be, like a studio, nice ambient light. I even bought track lighting when I was in Phoenix. So I want this all to be what I planned it to be. So a lot of changes coming up, and that'll happen throughout the next couple of months and whatnot. So, just letting you know what's going on here at the old studio. And I want to say thank you for yesterday. Those who were here saw that the first hour was a super chat fest and super sticker, which was, by the way, unbelievable to me. And I have people messaging me saying, I've never seen anything like it. And neither have I. And I want to thank everybody again who did that last night. And I appreciate it because it does go right back into the road trip fund and anything else that will be Goof On from here on out. So thank you for that. And that makes us not have to go out and do the 9 to 5. You know what I mean? In my case, it would have to be a part-time job. That's all I would need. I don't want to go out and do that. I want to do ufology. And ufology means doing interviews, making documentaries, making movies, short stories for Third Phase UFO Report and Goof On, doing the show 6 nights a week. So it's a lot of work. And yes, I am going to be making a documentary for sure. All I need to do is do it. It shouldn't be that hard. No, it'll be hard. But I want to make it a documentary that would be worth watching. I have ideas. There's a template out there. It's called the Giordano form. Yep. It's a good form. Really good. You won't see my feet. No, you won't see my feet, Corbell. I won't be wearing those clam diggers, y'all. Well, anyway, tonight's show is going to be fun. I want it to be fun, and I want it to be serious. But Do aliens have a connection to the afterlife? Are they spiritually connected to us? Is that what we're seeing? Are we seeing when we see spirits, when things move, poltergeist activity? Is that an alien? Haven't you ever thought about that? Why do we always think it's people? Because that's what people do. What if I told you that your soul is an alien? Just saying. Hey, X1 with a $2.22 super chat right before roll call. You have retro interview you did with Jeff and I. Huh? Yeah, I can't find that now, but I do. Of course I do. I do? Thank you very much for the $2.22 super chat. Message me at goofonradio@gmail.com and let me know what you're talking about. Right now, I can't put my brain to it, man. I don't know if I have an interview with you and Jeff together. But thanks for the super chat. That's right. Super chat's still open. You could also use PayPal, Cash App, and become a patron. All of those lead up to the same place, GoFund. So thank you for that support. All links are in the description and on the homepage right here on YouTube for GoFund. Roll call, everybody. Dark Sky Files. Hey, there you are. First time. Tina Mobley, good evening. Felicia Flores. Oh, by the way, welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Den Bob, welcome to the show. You know, last night, Mitch got credit for everything. He kept saying they didn't super chat you, they super chat me. I'm like, that's just wrong, dude. That's just wrong. Undead Radio. Hey, welcome back. Welcome to the show. Yeah, my throat is a little parched, and thank you for your support and everything. I appreciate it. Scott Brown's here. Where's my bong? Where's your bong? You must be stoned already, Scott. If you can't find your own bong, check your hand or in between your feet. That's where most bongs end up, at least the 3-footers. Shit, that was hot. I wanted cold. Damn it, I tricked my own tongue. I burnt my tongue. Nah, I bruised it. Man, that was hot. I forgot. I made coffee, and then I had to go through hair and makeup, and I forgot the coffee was already made and it got cooler, so I put it in the microwave. And by accident, I hit 10 minutes instead of 1 minute, and it went like for 2 minutes. So it's still piping hot. What a doke. Thanks, Scott. Neats B's here. Welcome to the show. Neats B. How's things going? Martin R. Welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler as well. Welcome to the show. Chuck Bam. Yes, we need those Christmas lights. I like to call it my arcade. It was my studio arcade. Welcome, Chuck. The one and only Mr. Catfish 2100 is here. Welcome to the show. All right, that's it. Isaac Kennedy, welcome to the show. Isaac Kennedy. Did I say Kennedy? I meant Kenny, sorry. Isaac Kenny, welcome to the show. I meet my alien cousins all the time on DMT. I'm jealous. Very jealous. I want to do that in the worst way. Paul Tavares, now batting. Eighth. Paul Tavares. Eighth. Welcome to the show, Paul. He's got a baseball name, Paul Tavares. Elena Ianu, welcome to the show. I missed your super sticker. Apparently I did. And I apologized for it, but I'll say I'm sorry again. And if I missed your super sticker last night, it wasn't intentional. You know it's not. Tina Mobley, welcome to the show. Oh, by the way, Elena, welcome to the show. Sandra Heath, welcome to the show. Good to see you. IR Film, welcome back to the show. Jay Serno, welcome to the show. Martin R. Show, welcome. All right, let's get going. Dirty Bong, did I say welcome? Well, welcome to the show anyway. Alien Girl, uno, uno, uno. Welcome to the show. Your soul could be an alien. You'll learn. You'll see. John Haggett, welcome to the show. It is true. Teresa Lilly, welcome to the show. Jose Sanchez, welcome to the show. Must be nice to not work full time. I don't know how old you are, but I've been working 10-hour days plus, sometimes 15, 16, since I was 15 years old. So I think 15, 25, 35, 45, about 37 years, 39 years, right? I think it's time I don't have to work full days. No, I do. There's a reason for it. I should be working full time, but I can't. It's a long story. Bob M, welcome to the show. I don't know what happened to me. Hey, here he is, just to prove my point. Wrong. I said he wouldn't come back. Kasan Hansuk Lee, welcome back to the show. Good to see you. He says, yo, 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 back I am, the woo-woo guy from yesterday. Good morning from Sri Lanka. Wow, Sri Lanka. Holy crap, that's awesome. I love that. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Jan, you look so nice. You think it's separate? That's okay. We'll talk about it. Stephen Karn. Me. Don't know if I seen the super chat you sent me. Here's Elena's. I found it, but I can't go up any further. Thank you, Elena. $5. Oh, darn it. By the way, I will be getting a legitimate sound, like a legitimate bell, not one I press a button on. I'm going to buy one. Elena. For the super chat, $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. I hate missing them. Yeah, I don't see yours. But if you sent one, thanks for the super chat. I can't find who said that. Who said that? Who said that? Am I wearing Crocs? No. So Stephen Karn. No, I didn't see it, but thank you very much for the super chat. Already. If you did it before the show started, I wouldn't have seen it because I was doing stuff and I didn't get here until literally the show started. Usually I sit here about 10 minutes before and prep and get everything organized. I already did that. But thank you very much, Stephen, for the super chat. Awesome. Appreciate it. No, I do. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Really. This is for those that I missed, if I did. Is that too loud? There we go. Cowbell instead? You want cowbell instead? I don't like this cowbell. It's not the kind of cowbell I like. No, I want the cowbell. I like that. We're going to go with that bell instead. That's just a classic work bell. It looks like this. Capiche? Right now I have in the living room, and I don't know why it's still on, I was watching Ghost Adventures Crew, which Ghost Adventures Crew, that's the name of the show. Yeah, roll call's done. I mean, we're already going here, so if I didn't say hi, hey, how you doing? It was a good show, and it was an older one from, I think, 2008 or something, maybe 9, I can't remember. But it had to do with this guy, Gary, and his family, who had 3 daughters, and one of his daughters the oldest, they all looked like twins. It was amazing, this beautiful family. Um, one night, and this is a girl who's like been doing gymnastics from 5 to 18 years old. You know, she's got millions of friends, super popular. Her room was full of photographs and memories and awards and all sorts of cool things that kids have growing up, and they're popular like that. So she was what I would consider a popular girl, a very popular, nice, beautiful young girl who her father, it was around midnight, and he woke up one night and she was out. I think she went to a party or something. I can't remember. And it was around midnight, and he wakes up and he said he felt like something was wrong with her. So he gets dressed. And by the way, this is a guy, Gary, who used to, and I don't know if he still does, made the equipment that Ghost Adventures uses for their show. He invented the Mel meter, which I'll tell you about in a second. It's an interesting story. So and by the way, his daughter's name is Melissa. She was born in 1989. Um, anyway, he gets dressed out of his pajamas into regular clothes, and he goes and stands by the front window, just watching the street, waiting for her to come home. COVID. And he sees headlights coming up the road, and he's like, oh, thank God nothing happened. I was just imagining it. And he's getting ready to walk away, and the doorbells, ding, 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 constantly ringing. And he knew instantly something was wrong with his daughter. Ran downstairs, and one of her friends drove to their house to get them, because right up the street, she had run into a tree with her car on the way home. And it was pretty bad. So he got in the car. They drove down to the scene of the accident, and they showed the pictures on Ghost Adventures crew. And she hit this tree, 100-year-old oak tree or something like that. And the car was smashed so far, the engine got pushed all the way up to the seat that she was sitting in, crushing her. But she was still alive, and he was holding her hand, while they were trying to figure out a way to get her out of the car. And it was pretty bad. And they told him, look, you got to go. We got to move you away. And he didn't want to let go of her hand, because he wanted to let her know that he was there. But they got her out. He was taken away, didn't want to move. But they took her to the hospital, and 4 days later, the doctors had to tell them that they had to take her off life support because she was essentially brain dead. And wow, I can't imagine having to make that decision. The whole family was there to say goodbye. They were the only ones. The two daughters, the mother and father, were all there, and the one doctor turned the machine off. Father kept his hand on her heart, and he knew she was gone when her heart stopped beating. But being in this field, he knew that if anybody could make contact with his daughter, it would be him, because he was the one who was creating all the instruments to detect ghosts, spirits, and energy. So he created, in his daughter's name, the Mel meter, which is, if you ever seen the original Mel meter, it's MEL 8904. And 89 was the year she was born, and 04, in his words, was the year she transferred into a spirit form. Transformed into a spirit form, yeah. So that's the Mel meter. That's why it is the name it is. And the numbers, that's what they mean. So in case you ever wondered about that, that's why. Anyway, weird things were happening around the house. And when I say weird, it's like the TV would turn on and off. They would hear her voice. And then on special occasions, like birthday, or she was born on Valentine's Day. So they celebrated Valentine's Day and her birthday with the big heart shaped cake, which I'll get back to in a minute. So he is getting all these EVPs. Hi, daddy. I love you. And it's the same voice every time. And he says it's absolutely his daughter. And you can hear these Class A EVPs. And I don't know if it's because she passed away. Well, she didn't pass away at the accident. That's the whole thing. So I was going to say maybe because she passed away so close to home, but I don't think that's it. But nonetheless, she's been seen by the most skeptical person in their house, which is her brother-in-law. One of her sisters married a big-time skeptic, retired Army guy. He's like, to be honest, I wasn't believing in it, but I came out of the bathroom one day and felt something like somebody was there. You know how you feel somebody looking at you? And I looked up and there was Melissa in her bedroom, clear as day, staring out this window. And he pointed to the window. She never made eye contact with me, he said. But she just stood there staring out the window. And then she just disappeared. And Zach asked him what it looked like. He goes, like she was there, you know. So you're a believer now? Yeah, I am a believer there's something in this afterlife, which is kind of why I wanted to do this show tonight this way, um, because we don't know what goes on after we pass away, which is the biggest mystery of all, bigger than aliens. Obviously, it would have to be. Whatever you believe in, whatever God you pray to, whatever you want to believe in, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you believe. It matters that you believe. That's all. It doesn't have to be anything specific. And I think that's why when you pray, when India prays to their God and Buddhists and Muslims and everybody else has their own gods, their own idols to pray to, I don't think it matters, because the main thing is it's an alien. And it is. It's an alien. How can you say it's not an alien? It's not from here. It created us, apparently, which is strange. Even on a scientific scale, that would be extremely strange that something created us. Well, where do the EVPs come from? Why do people see apparitions and spirits? Heck, man. I think because we don't know whether it's gravity, electromagnetism, or something else that we don't know or have the answer to, it may create these reverberations in our lives, that certain energy, or maybe a way to transfer energy back and forth so we can see it, is done through this unknown. We don't know how it happens. We don't know why it happens, but we know that it happens. And the big thing of all, and I know I'm going to steal from the movie Contact, but I'm not really stealing it because it's been said for thousands of years, as long as you have faith. And I think that is something that will help you till the end of your term here on planet Earth. Having faith that there is an afterlife. But what if there isn't? What if it's all, I guess, and I've talked about it before, but a game? What if it's just an experience? And hear me out, because I know it's hard to believe what I'm saying, but I don't know why it comes to me this way. But what if we are the aliens that are put inside this embryo that starts to form inside of a woman? And maybe we are transformed into this human entity, this thing. And our soul is the actual us, the spark of its life, the heartbeat of America. It's everything. Yeah, you want to call it the Allspark? Shit, call it the Allspark. I don't care. Transformers. But something magical happens in the womb. When the heart and the brain are formed, where does this electrical impulse come from that kickstarts the heart? What? How? 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 And it's not that abnormal. It happens with it happens with all living things that have a heart. So the heart is the battery. The battery only lasts so long. Like most batteries, they don't last forever. This one can't be recharged. It might someday be replaced for good, for like give you an extra 100 years, maybe. Who knows? But, skin and everything else starts to deteriorate. So we need to keep that fresh. But it's all about cell rejuvenation. It may be something to do with what they take out of it. What is that they take out? That new, not, what is it called? Can't think. Anyway, so back to Ghost Adventures. Now, this guy sees her and everybody else hears her. So the Ghost Adventure crew, they got a call from Gary to come over and investigate. That's why they're there. Gary never used night vision or thermal at the house. But the strange thing of all is they see her. Well, not they feel her there. They hear her there. The one guy saw her. Why did that guy, the only guy who was the skeptic in the house, get to see her? Because she wanted him to believe. So in my mind, an intelligent spirit choosing who they want to change minds with, hey, you don't believe? Check this out. I'm going to show up right when you walk out that door. The thing is, how did she know he was going to see her? I guess she knew. And then that makes me think, well, maybe it's possible when we cross over, it's like the movie Arrival. You can see the future, the past, and the present simultaneously, which may very well be true in some way, which is very odd. Well, they did the investigation over there. One weird thing I forgot. The mother was driving every day. She drove past the cemetery where her daughter Melissa was buried. And she's driving by the cemetery and she says, "Hi, Mel," and the radio was on. And as she's saying, "Hi, Mel," the radio turned off or it stopped playing music. And she's like, "That's weird." And she's putting this together real quick because she knows weird things are happening around the house. And they hear her, and the EVPs and the son-in-law saw her. So she started talking to Melissa and saying, "Did you not like that song? Or it was a commercial? What's on? What's going on, Mel?" And a song started playing. I can't remember the name of the singer. It was a country singer. And it was her song. It was Keith Urban. That's who it was. And it was some really cool song with cool words that, something like, we only live on this world one time, that kind of stuff. And the school actually made a little memorial with a bench and the saying, that chorus from the song, because Melissa put that as a quote in her yearbook. It meant that much to her. So her mother not only is driving by the cemetery, and that song started playing at that time on the chorus. Talk about weird. Now, if that isn't a sign, and the father getting EVPs, hearing the same woman's voice, girl's voice, and he confirms, they all confirm it's their daughter, their sister and sister-in-law. Pretty wild. Well, that heart-shaped cake for Valentine's Day and her birthday, of course, were on the same day. So the mother made this big chocolate cake that she loved, and they started getting some weird stuff going on. They heard like real-time EVP. The father was asking questions to her, and one of the answers was something like, I love you, Daddy, or something like that. And then they heard some whistling, like, and Melissa didn't whistle, and they couldn't figure out what it was, what the whistle was. And the next EVP, when they were talking about the whistling that he captured, he heard it. He goes, wait a minute, I just heard something. He played it back, and Melissa came through and said, they're gone. Meaning possibly the other spirits that were there whistling and interrupting and, crashing the party, for lack of a better term. Weird. But a grieving family doesn't always get the connection. And that makes me angry. I never got any magical connections or EVPs from people that have passed recently. Yeah, I went to my brother-in-law's home where he passed away and wound up getting a girl's voice saying some things I couldn't understand and some good EVPs, and that was probably his daughter who was there to take him to the other side. And he and I, nobody got along with this guy, but it didn't surprise me that he didn't come through. It's very possible he went the other way. I wonder if you do go to hell. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think there's a hell. Absolutely not. We're put on this earth, and I'll tell you why. And I'm not saying just, be a dick. You have nothing to lose, but we all sin. All of us have. And yeah, I know Jesus died for our sins. All right. Come on. Eventually those sins, they got to stop sometime. Anyway, I don't think there's a hell, because I think this is just an experience that we have as humans when we're really aliens. Put that in your sock and chew on it. It's true. Why can't it be? Doesn't it make sense? Doesn't it? It explains everything. That this is all made for us, for them, to experience what it's like to be a human. So then, what? Wait. I think I just debunked myself. So then that means humans aren't real, or were real and they don't exist, and this is all just fake. It's a matrix. See, why aren't we just human? Right? Let's take the alien out of it. Let's say it's just us and there's no God. There's nothing. The reason our heart beats and our brain and heart form at the same time, whatever, startup, their one doesn't work without the other. Well, it does, but not that well. I forgot what I was going to say. Let's just say that it's just biology. When our body is in the womb, right? We're an embryo and we're gestating and we're becoming human, and our little hands start getting fingers and our little stubs become toes, right? It's just the way it is. That's all. And when you die, tell me what you were doing before you were born. Go ahead, I'll wait. What were you doing before you were born? Answer me that. Exactly. You don't know. No, 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 no. No. There's no past life regression 15 different lifetimes ago. No, you weren't a princess or a prince living in a beautiful castle overlooking the world, flying around on your magic carpet. Nobody knows. Nope. Don't buy it. I saw somebody say, well, the aliens created us. Let's go that route. Let's talk about it. Let's say the aliens did. They created us. Here we are. So what happens when we die? Nothing. Just nothing. Well, so what if the Egyptians thought that if they buried their goods with them, they're going to fly with them to the other? No, it doesn't work that way. Look, reality is we're here, we're born, we live, we experience life, we die. That's it. And the reason you don't want to believe it, because you would think it would suck if you stopped existing. We can't imagine what it would be like to not exist anymore, because you can't imagine what it was like before you were born. But nobody ever talks about that, do they? Nobody ever does. They talk about their past life regression. No, tell me what you were doing before you were born. Minutes before. That's all I want to know. I didn't exist. Exactly. So what makes you think you're going to exist after you die? It's not a fun pill to swallow. Not at all. It's a tough one. And I want to believe that there is an afterlife. So what I'm doing is, I'll be upfront with you. Even though I don't really believe, I'm not going to take the chance that it doesn't exist, because I too don't want to be nothing when I die. I want to believe, and I'm putting it out there in my mind, what my next life would be like and what I envision it. And I envision it kind of like what's behind me. I get to look at something like that every day. I can go wherever I want as a free energy, right? Travel faster than the speed of light, going through wormholes, kind of what was like in the movie Contact. That was a pretty good depiction of what I think flying through the universe would look like. However it may be. But Rich, energy doesn't dissipate. Yeah, it does. Well, when you die, your energy goes outward, right? And it keeps getting weaker and weaker the further out it goes until it's just spread out. So, do you believe in spirits? Hmm? Every single ghost video I see, I'm skeptical. I have a very hard time believing it. But yet, some are supposed to be real. I myself have captured cool stuff on camera, but is it just pareidolia? I don't know. I've never captured a full apparition. And in my videos, not all of them, some of my videos where I was recording something that I thought could have been a UFO, there were hundreds, if not hundreds, of imprints on the high 8 film of alien beings. Like, you would see 5 of them in a row, 2 would be taller, and then the other 3 were like a family. And you can see them moving and their mouths moving. I mean, how's that even there? And it's not only me who saw it. I had to call in my wife at the time. I had to call her in, and I didn't tell her what it was. And I do this with her all the time because I'd get an honest opinion. And I'm like, look in that corner right there, and you're going to see all that fuzziness going on. What do you see right now? She goes, your little alien friend, the Greys. And I said, watch this one right here. And I pointed to one that had teeth and it looked like it was devilish. The eyes were kind of angular, kind of like devil. It had a bump in its skull, like there were horns, but you couldn't see them, but they were under there. It looked like a devil gray. It looked like one of these, but with big teeth. And I would go frame by frame, pressing the button. And you would see it go like that. And she goes, oh my God, that's on the tape. I go, I didn't do it, if that's what you mean. I didn't put it there. It's in the video. She goes, how? And I go, look at this one. Then I showed her a little tiny one. A little alien, looked like a little alien kid. Just walking. How could that be? It's all pareidolia, right? So I don't know. What came out of that was a thought. When I was recording that and looking through the viewfinder, what is right there next to the camera? My brain. And in my brain, I may be imagining what aliens look like, which I wasn't. I know I wasn't. I was just looking at it, recording. But maybe in my brain, there's a record of that thought of what I think aliens should look like. So putting my head up to this camera gave me an idea. Because if our brain is releasing energy and it goes out into the universe and thoughts create things, then why can't our thoughts be imprinted on the high 8 film? So I did an experiment, which took several hours before I had a result. And the experiment was, I was going to record a dimly lit hallway and put a little light on. And I was going to try to recreate what I captured. Like when I was recording the light in the sky, whatever was around the bright light wasn't in the other areas that were semi lit up. So I'm trying to recreate the same aura that showed up on the film, which I did. But what I would do was I would try to imagine shapes, squares, squares, square. And I just kept thinking squares. And what should happen when I replayed it backward, if it was recording brainwaves, squares should show up, right? I think, I should see squares everywhere. Didn't happen. Didn't happen, didn't happen, didn't happen, didn't happen, didn't happen. And then finally it did. And the weird thing was, it was triangles that appeared. Yeah, I thought it was something else when I told the story and I listened to the experiment a couple of weeks ago when I was pulling out all my tapes and organizing it. Oh, I want to talk about this. I'm going to make a video about this experiment, which is what I'm doing. and it was triangles. I think that's awfully weird that triangles would show up and not any circles. I That's what I think I said, circles the last. I thought it was circles for some reason, but it wasn't. It was triangles, which makes that experiment even more weird. Because why triangles show up out of all the shapes? I even thought of numbers, the number 4, 3, and hopefully those things would. But after hours of trying, what I thought actually showed up on the camera. And I talked about this back in '07 when I did the experiment. I talked about it on the show. I was supposed to do something then and I didn't. I don't know what happened. But that experiment is amazing because it means that your thought can be recorded by the universe, maybe. And I know it's true, and I'm not trying to talk about the secret. I'm trying to talk about the connection, the energy that comes from within us going outward into the universe. Is there a connection between that, aliens, and spirits? Because if it's true, there has to be a way to actually talk to these things, you would think. But we just haven't figured it out right for some reason. It never works consistently. And no matter how many conversations Zach Bagans has with spirits, it's a TV show that I sometimes think, my God, that sounded like Zach Bagans on the EVP. Did he alter his voice to make a fake EVP, I'm wondering? Sounds just like him. Plenty of shows. Anyway. I think we are the aliens. They created this environment, which is why we see replays here and there, because the program has been written and rewritten so many times. And I think that they may be creating this memory inside of time space. And sometimes it just leaks into the new, which is why I was telling you about what I said about my brain putting out the triangle image on the high 8 tape, because maybe we're doing the same thing. We're walking around, people get in accidents. There's people that are scared. It creates this burst of energy that may be imprinted in our lives, and we didn't realize it. That's why I think sometimes things move, because the energy, maybe somebody got hit and they got scared, and when they fell, they knocked over something that was on your table, and that energy just happened to move what was on your table too. It's the only thing that seems to make sense to me. And sometimes these things are so powerful, they stay for years, decades. And for some reason, it just loops and loops and loops. And I think that happens because there's no interruption of that energy. Like the house is still standing, hasn't been destroyed. It hasn't created a flux in the energy yet. It could mean something with the earth too. It could mean where your property is laying on, maybe a quartz or limestone or shaleite. I don't know, but it has a lot to do with the environment and ley lines. And I'm telling you, all this stuff sometimes gets wrapped up in a vortex and it's just traveling around the world. And that energy is like a little tornado of electromagnetic time, space, gravity. It's all being mixed together. And I think these are whirlwinds. And whirlwinds, and you've seen it on petroglyphs and cave paintings of that circular thing. It's just, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, or smaller and smaller and smaller. That is a very common thing. Whirlwinds, tornadoes, vortex. It has something to do with space-time. And I believe over time, sadly enough, that because of the Earth's electromagnetic, the thing that protects us from radiation is weakening. I think that will start to weaken the vortex around the ley lines and things like that. Maybe not, because it's possible that the vortex, the ley lines, and all that energy is trapped within the rocks. And because of plate tectonics and the constant grinding of the plates that are moving our continents around constantly, it creates energy too, bursts of it. There's so much going on with energy, portals, vortex, ley lines, the earth, the moon, everything. It does have an impact where we live, when we sleep, and when we're awake. It happens constantly. There's this influx of paranormal activity here for a reason, and that reason is it's just the way it is. Because we're aliens, and we're inside a freaking matrix. It's an energy machine, and it's swirling constantly. They got to make the weather. They got to make the planet, the oceans, birds, bees, bugs, beetles, boats, bats, blades. They gotta keep this program going, because we're in it for a minute. And when that minute is done, we go back to ourselves, whatever that may be, and we will do it all over again. In another program, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I just think that it's weird that we live in this world where we can record voices on hi8 and also just on devices, not even hi8 tape. How are we capturing these voices without the magnetic tape? It's digital. It really is weird. Which makes me think that it's in the environment with us. But it's in a spectrum and at an audio level that we can't hear constantly. I think it's always an influx. That's why you have good EVPs, bad EVPs, loud EVPs, soft EVPs, ones that break up, all different types. It also could be a way of communicating with us, with ourselves. Wouldn't that be cool? How about the dream I had? Well, I woke up from the dream because I had a pain in my ear, and I wake up, I open up my eyes, I'm about to lift my head, and I hear, "I'll be in your head before you wake up." What? 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 I turn on the light, my wife wakes up. You won't believe what happened. You're not going to believe what happened. And when I repeated it to her, and I told her what had just happened and woke me up, I said, "My God, that sounded like me. I did that impression perfectly." And I did it again. "I'll be in your head before you wake up." That's exactly what it sounded like. "I'll be in your head before you wake up." Do you see why I'm talking about this? It's not freaking funny, man. And you see, I'm not talking about traveling to hotel rooms. I'm not talking about interacting with aliens. I'm just telling you the truth. And that's weird. To hear your voice telling you, "I'll be in your head before you wake up." Well, yes, I can do impressions, but what are the odds I did the impression and it sounded exactly like me doing the impression? It freaked me out. It still does. 15 years later. 14. So now let me tell you one more story about this whole entire reason why I'm doing this, and then we'll get to some funny stuff. I also had a dream, and I dream lucidly. Like you would, my whole life has been when I go to sleep and I dream, I don't dream in little fractions. I dream in full freaking detail. I feel it, smell it. Every sense is being touched. Okay. My dreams are as real as the reality right now. So when I tell you this, it's going to make you think, whoa, wait a second. That's weird. What if that's real? Because what if it is? What if I'm one of those people that can literally tap into the other side of reality while they sleep? Everybody has a gift. You just don't know what your gift is yet. I think everybody has a way to feel more of the paranormal than others. Like I'm an empath. I could walk into a room and in my mind, I think I could feel pretty much what everybody's feeling. Sometimes it gets so much, I have to leave the room because there's either a lot of hate or a lot of sadness, like a funeral or, or people just having a fight, whatever. Been like that as long as I can remember, 9 years old, as far as it goes back for me understanding this gift. I never called it that. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. But I also may have another one, and that is these dreams. They don't tell the future. Okay, I'm not saying that. They just show me things. So I'll tell you about this one. For those of you who don't know me, and the Cousins brothers, they don't know this about me, and I talk to them hours, just about 2 hours every night, maybe. We talk about a lot of work, a lot of things we're working on, and, things that happen during the day. It's not a boring conversation at all. You would say 2 hours. What the hell are you talking about? Believe me, it's always new. And it's usually what these guys are up to. It's amazing. So they don't even know this. That's the point I'm saying. What I'm about to tell you, you may not even know yourself. I think Lisa knows, Coral may know, Nathan maybe knows, Bill probably knows, B. Baker. But I have said it here before, and I'm going to say it now. If I died tonight, I'm okay with it. Okay? If life ended, I'm fine. Because what else am I going to experience that is going to make me feel like, wow, that was great? I don't know. I'm bored with life. I like doing this. I feel like this was always been a calling, but I think it came too late in my life. But nonetheless, outside of the show, I am me. And I'm fascinated with the afterlife and death. And when my dog died, I said, I hope I die, so I go with you. Because, I didn't want to live if he died, and I wanted to die. That was my kid. And I thought it would be a perfect time. But my parents are still alive. So I said, I don't want to do that to my parents, and have them feel all that all over again. So, but anyway, I was heavily thinking about death in 2006. And it's not that I was thinking about suicide or anything like that. I'm just thinking, what else is there? What am I going to do? Am I going to climb Mount Everest? No. Am I going to go to the bottom of the ocean? No. Am I going to go inside a volcano? No. Am I going to leave Earth? Never. What am I going to do? Have sex with a new girl? Done that. What am I going to do? Experience a new movie? They're all boring. So in 2006, I was like really not depressed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a depressed person. I'm not that at all. I'm just fascinated by the afterlife. And I want to know more than I am UFOs. I just don't talk about it. But I really did want to die. I wanted to die just to. Have you ever seen that movie where the college students, Kiefer Sutherland and all those others, they died and then they brought themselves back because they just wanted to experience the afterlife, what it was like. And I think it was they had 4 minutes to bring them back before they were brain dead. That's what I want. I don't want to die. Well, if it happens, it happens. That's why I don't care. But 3 nights in a row, I was heavily talking about it, thinking about it. And I said, why can't I? No, I want to know what it's like. It's not fair. What happens after we die? So I go to bed on the third night. And I wake up and I'm starting to float. And I wake up and I look at the clock and it was just after 11. I think it was 11:01. And I started to float up and I said to myself, don't move, just go with it. Something weird is happening right now. And I'm getting closer, and because we had 12-foot ceilings, I'm getting closer to the top and I put my hands up because I'm afraid I'm going to hit the ceiling and get crushed at this point. I'm starting to get worried. I even turned around and looked down, which was now becoming cloudy underneath me, but I could still see my wife and the dog sleeping. And I'm like, how can they not wake up? I'm thinking, and I'm floating towards the ceiling and my hands go through and my face is just about to hit the roof and it stops. And I look up and I see a long corridor and it's black on each side. And there were clouds, just clouds as the floor. Okay. And then I see this white all the way at the back, like far away, 1/4 mile maybe, just a white doorway. It looked like a doorway, but I can't tell. It's just so bright, but light's coming out of it, and it's creating this white corridor and black on the side. And I don't see anybody. And I go to touch my hand like that, and it goes right through it. And as I'm looking over here, I can see that I'm still myself, but my hands are through into this cloudy thing that I could see through, but my hands were starting to disappear. And it got up to my elbows. And all of a sudden I started feeling love like you wouldn't believe. And yeah, just thinking about it. And I turn around and I look at my wife and my dog and I say, I don't even care about them. It's as if I don't even know them. Why don't I love them? I want to go with you. I want to go this way. I want to go up. And it was a weird experience that obviously still affects me. It's weird. But I remember what that felt like. And I start going backwards and I start getting angry. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I don't want to. And you hear people say how they get slammed down into their bed. Well, it kind of happens like that. And when I land back on the pillow and I bring my hands back down, I got tears coming out, snot coming out of my nose. It was like I was crying. And I looked at the clock and it was 14 after 1. I'm sorry, 14 after 11. So about 13 minutes passed, which felt like 10 seconds. And I woke my wife and she's like, oh my God, what happened? She almost laughs like, what's with your face? And I'm like, you're not going to believe it. And I told her what happened. And I realized that 13 minutes have gone by. I mean, it looked like when I went to the bathroom that I was crying for like 10 minutes. I mean, looked unbelievable. But I remember feeling the love. And that kind of changed me for a little bit. because I realized the previous 3 days, all I thought about was dying, and that I didn't care, that there's nothing left for me here to experience. It's not like I think about this stuff all the time, but I think about it. I guess if I was to see a shrink, it would be a concerning level. But I'm not depressed. I'm very happy. I love my life. I wouldn't change it much. But these are the things that we experience that tell me, in a way, that there is an afterlife. There is something, and you just can't know. But let me tell you this, Rich. When you get here, you will feel like you've never felt before. And I felt that. And I think that is what we have to look forward to when we pass away. There's so much love. It doesn't matter that I was in this life. I didn't even care about my dog and my wife, who I love dearly. I could care. I looked at them. I said, why don't I care about them? I know I should love them, but I don't. As I'm halfway up into wherever, and then I felt it. Anyway, I saw a super chat. Tina Mobley, thank you for the $5 super chat. I have a new hand-carved jade smoking bowl. Let's draw a name from super chats of $5 or more on Sunday's show. Wow. Well, all right, Tina. We'll do that. What I'll do, people who put up the $5 will put their names in a hat, and we'll mix it up, and I'll fairly pull it out, and that'll be the winner. Something like that. We'll make it fun. We'll have to talk, Tina. Thank you for that idea and a $5 super chat. That is sweet and very generous, though. Very generous. That's cool. Thanks for the super chat and the idea. I don't know if there were any other super chats while I was crying. Yeah, we are in a field full of emotions. I wear mine on my sleeve, literally, and I don't care, because, it is what it is. And I wouldn't be doing this as passionately if I didn't believe in the things that I believe in. There's a lot of things I don't talk about on the show that I can't, that confirm what I tell you is true on a lot of things. That's it. I can't really tell you any more than that. I really do feel like there may be a reason for all this. I want to play this for you. This is the movies that are coming out in 2021 and 22. A lot of them have to do with an alien invasion or something. This is quite amazing. This is one of many trailers that I saw today that I want to play for you. So check this out. 3, 2, goosh. I guess I shouldn't be playing that music. Yeah, can't play that song. But there's the big triangle. They were already going to get me. Come on.
We have watched, unguided. We have helped them progress, unseen them accomplish wonders. Throughout the years, we have never interfered. Until now.
Man.
When you said
goodbye. Yeah. Man. And it continues. They're all like this. Look, let me see. This first one I'm not going to play, but it looks cool. This next one is really strange. Let me see if I want to play this one instead. I think I want to play this one instead. I could play all of these. They're all good. The one I wanted to play, not that one either. That's all right. Let's see. Yeah, the Tomorrow War. That's the one I was looking for.
Okay, none of you are my child. Has anyone seen Miri?
Aww.
We are fighting a war 30 years in the future.
It's a joke.
Our enemy is not human. We need you to fight.
You got drafted.
I will be back.
Why is this happening? What about the teacher's deferment and the veterans deferment?
If I don't go, they're going to draft you in my place. But if something does happen to me, you and Miri will be taken care of.
If something happens to you, Dan, 70% of draftees do not return.
Sometimes a man does what's best for his family, not himself.
Move your shirt, please.
What's this for?
It's just a test.
Oh, a seatbelt. Was it a driving test? No? You don't have jokes in the future?
This device facilitates your jump to and from the future war.
1 minute to jump.
Oh, here, buddy. Take that. You just look around like that.
How are you so calm?
Long story.
You ex-military?
Yeah. Kind of a short story, I guess.
3, 2, 1. In 11 months' time, all human beings in the future will be wiped from the face of the earth. Unless you help us.
Man, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's only a few days away. It's 3 weeks.
I was trying to save my daughter. If I gotta save the world to save her, then I'm gonna do it.
This is the end. The human species will disappear from the face of the earth. We are literally living on borrowed time.
There's still a chance that we can stop this war from ever happening. So we gotta fight.
Well, it's nice knowing you.
Man. An Amazon original movie? Sign me up. So, don't you think it's interesting now? These type of movies are all over. And they come in different shapes and forms too. Yeah, it's not all about fighting. It's about surviving. And there's the invasion, the Tomorrow War. And then you got this other one I didn't play because I think it's called Reminiscence or something. Has to do with space-time and all that and reality, like a Matrix. The Matrix 4 is going to be out in a few years. Anyway, here's a video I wanted to play. I don't think I did yesterday. It's called, I think I did. Do aliens exist? And this guy's walking around showing these people UFO videos to see what the public thinks, which is something I'll be doing very soon. Check it out. Look.
Aliens are real, and they are on our planet already.
They're not real.
Are UFOs real?
Nah, sorry, sister. So I just kind of listen to what she says.
You're not supposed to admit if one sister's smarter than the other. You're supposed to say we're both.
We know, though. She's
We
my
know.
sister.
No, I full on believe alien. I don't think like green gooey figure, but I think there's definitely like something.
Yeah, definitely. There's tons of evidence out there that they are. They've just been hiding it up and like don't want us to know about it for so long.
I mean, the universe is so big that it's like, how would you not think that they're real?
I think they're a real thing. I think it's something that has been like undercover for a long time.
My astronomy professor in college said that aliens exist, so I trust him.
So the government released some videos of what they call unidentified aerial phenomenon, which basically is a UFO. So there's going to be a hearing next month, and the Senate is saying, we need to get to the bottom of this. So the Senate Intelligence Committee. So we're going to play some videos for you guys that the Pentagon released. I want to get your reactions.
This is obviously taken by Navy pilots, and those are some of like, that's somebody's character that I can trust.
Yeah, literally, it looks like a frisbee.
The government has said they have no obvious signs of propulsion, and that's what they're concerned about. Are we sure it's not Russia?
I mean, honestly, it's obviously just like Captain Marvel.
Watch where it goes. You think maybe they're hiding
Straight
in the ocean?
up, in the ocean.
Oh, no.
No, they're in the ocean. Yeah,
Goes.
they're in the ocean.
Gone.
They're underneath. Earthquakes happen in California all the time, and when an earthquake happens, actually something is coming out from the ocean. Science.
Wow. There is your public. So it just goes to show you that what they're saying, what Lou is doing and mainstream media is projecting has little effect. Has little to zero effect on what people think. They're going to think what they want to think. They're not going to listen to the media, Lou. Especially you, Lou. The one guy said something like, well, it's, this is shot by our military, so it's somebody I can respect, I guess he said, right? Please. What makes you think that they know what is out there that is alien? What is this?
2021 be the year all of that changes because of COVID-19?
Hidden among the many pages of the COVID-19 bill is this mandate to produce a report on unidentified aerial phenomena. What's different this time is that the military is kind of talking about them very explicitly in terms of threats. It's not like
Oh yeah, we showed this yesterday, just a different part.
the Pentagon's deal to call things aliens, but that's kind of the angle they're coming from.
Really? Interesting. Remember this? UFO Jesus. This is yesterday. I played some of this. This is when he first started. This is just, why would anybody take this seriously now? Okay. All right. I think I threw up in my mouth right there. All right. I'm gonna bring in some funny to the show. There will definitely be, without a doubt, a third phase UFO report tonight. But it would probably be later than earlier. I'm doing something. I'm adding to what I did. It's just longer than I thought it would be. That's why it didn't go out yesterday. But I think you'll be happy with it. Switched it. Okay, I see what happened. Well, either way, thanks twice. That's unbelievable. I just realized that. All right. False flag alien invasion is what I'm going to... Oh, I don't know if I can play this. Can you hear this? Listen to this. I'm not going to show it, but this is when the X-Files, okay, 20 years ago, dropped the truth. Listen.
Security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear,
They can just steal your money?
followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles.
What are they talking about? I'm telling you.
That exist and are already in use.
And
They're already in use and they exist. It's going to be a FFAI. Pretty wild stuff. All right, I want to make you laugh like I promised.
To all you women
This
in your
is funny,
20s
actually,
who are
right
single,
here. I'll show this to you. To all you women in your 20s, it says, but I'll replay
listen to
it.
me, because I want you to be happy fast.
Uh-oh.
Lower your expectations.
Something's going on.
To all you women in your 20s who are single, listen to me, because I want you to be happy faster. Lower your expectations. You're not a princess. Your father lied to you. I'm going to marry somebody rich. Probably not. But if you really want to be rich, rich in the things that matter, find a real man, a family man, a man that wakes up every day and goes to work. You will be happy and you'll be rich. And I know you young girls are like, oh my God, I want that. But can he also have abs? No. Men that work hard don't have abs. We have one ab. One big ab.
That's cute. Hey, RVing. Keep it rolling with a $5 super sticker. Which sticker is this one? Let's take a look. Who's this? There it is. It is a drop in the mic penguin. Cool, man. Thanks for that support. Super generoso. Mucho gusto. Oh, I forgot about the bell. The bell. The bell. I forgot about this. Tina Mobley. And RVing. Keep it rolling. Thank you very much. Mucho super gusto generoso, everybody. What is this? Okay. I got another funny to come up. Hey, today's Friday, right? Do we want every show, but Friday's a little different. It isn't. It's the same. I just say it because we're off tomorrow. I'm not going to say anything, but oh, here, check this out. When it's been too hot in Florida, I didn't realize how many TikToks there are on Florida. I guess it's supposed to get real hot here. I'm still waiting for it. It hasn't gotten hot yet in Florida, but everybody's telling me you have no idea what's coming. I thought that was cute. Real cute. All right, this is really, you got to listen to this one. Let me pause this here.
She told me that as a woman,
This lady's funny. And for those of you who don't like this kind of innuendo on sex, you may want to, it's just innuendos, but you may want to step away if you get ashamed.
and she told me that as a woman, I got to think of myself as a house. I was like, what, Grandma? She said, yeah, every woman need to think of herself as a house. Now, it's one thing you got to remember, baby. Every man wants to come inside your house. But you can't be having all kind of men going in and out your house all the time, because then you'll be known as a crack house, and you don't want to be that bitch. You don't want to be the crack house. So keep it clean and keep the grass cut. Because you don't want people walking by thinking you got an abandoned house. And don't be going out late at night getting drunk and stuff, because somebody will break into your house, baby, right through the back door. They're breaking right through the back.
That's cute. Ben, thank you very much. It's you for $2 super chat. Thank you very much. New patron is you, Ben Yorkshire, UK. Well, thank you, my friend, for the $2 super chat reminder and factual comment. I don't know why I said reminder. It didn't make any sense because you weren't reminding me. Thanks, man. Super generoso. Super mucho gusto generoso. Scottish Alan. Saturday morning in Scotland. So wake and bake time for me. Happy 420. Great show again. I'm sort of new. Oh. Well, thank you, Scottish Alan. Do you know I have a friend, or I don't know where he is now, but his name was Scott Allen. I thought you might be him, but nope. He lives in California now. Thanks, Scottish Alan 420. Very cool. All right, one more funny. Yeah, this is a good funny right here.
I'm starting to realize
There's another one I have that was extremely funny.
that my lifestyle requires a man with body fat. Every time I see a man with a stomach, I'm like, ooh, he got a good job. Yeah. I take a man with a stomach any day because I know that he eats, I eat, we eat. A man with stomach like, baby, I told you. Look at she got a house. I could just tell by his stomach. He got a house.
That's funny. I think that might be true. That's funny. All right. So B. Baker sent me something that looks pretty cool here. It looks like there's structures on Mars. And I have to go to the 14-minute mark, I think. This I haven't seen yet. I don't think I have. Here we go. 14 minutes. Whoops. So this is from Mars Anomalies and Beyond from Chris. And let's take a look. Thank you, B. Baker. Coming through with the video Mars structures in 3, 2, and we do have permission to play, by the way. Go.
Here's a cool part. When I looked at this, the first thing I thought about was it looked like some just weird box. Or is it? Folks, check this thing out.
Or
look at it really, really well just for a moment. Okay? What I saw when I did the first part of this video was this. And I thought some kind of weird box type thing. And you can see little...
Wait a minute. I can't believe you are here. Post-disclosure world, UFO Jesus. Ryan Robbins. Oh my God. Hey, you know what? It's like a celebrity to me. What are you doing here? I can't believe it. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I don't expect anything at all because, I know I give you a hard time, but we love you over here. But I'm going to drop this link. And if you want to join me and say hi, that would be a great honor. And there it is. This is just for Ryan Robbins, UFO Jesus. There's the link. If it's not him, then it isn't. But we'll find out. That's why I put the link out there. Because if he wants to say hi and we see it's him, I would like to ask him what he thinks about the 180 days, even though we probably know. If it's a spoof account, it's a spoof account. That would be weird. I don't think it is. I think it's actually him. Look, let's do this. I always love it when other people from other channels come here because it's rare. I don't think people think they can talk. They think they're going to get ripped to shreds, which I'm not going to do. I think he's earned enough to be on this show without an invite. He can come on anytime he wants. But if that's really him, I would love it if he did us that honor and showed up here and just said hi. You don't have to stay. You don't have to stay. You can come and go. Just want to make sure it's you. That's the Ryan Robbins. So I'll get back to the video from Chris from Mars Anomalies and Beyond. And if that is post-disclosure world, which I think it is, you can come here. But if not, that's okay too. You don't have to. I understand if you don't. It was who's this? Well, this was only supposed to be for UFO Jesus. But who's this? Sean. Sean, you're on.
I didn't know I was going to be on there.
Well, that's why
in bed.
You don't want to?
No, sorry about that.
Okay, I'll take you off.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I thought it was
That's
something I was
okay,
supposed
buddy.
to
No
watch.
problem. No problem. All right. It's okay. It's okay. I'll put the link in there one more time. But you know what? That was nice of him. If it's him. Oh, that doesn't work. What happened? There we go. That's really you. All right, I'm going to get back to the video, but I want to say thank you to Ryan. Even if he doesn't come here, that was cool of you to pay the visit and say hello. We appreciate that. Really, it was quite cool. Here we go.
Doodads and little shapes and everything else in here and everything else. But wait a minute. I went, whoa, hold on. There's something even crazier in here. Look at the lines here. What looks like the shape going like this. Okay. What like these weird openings in between these lines. See that right there? And guess what, folks? It's actually in the photo right there. It's actually in there. And look at the lines right here. My question is this some kind of vehicle? Let me explain why I'm thinking that. When I see this here, I'm thinking if these are actual pipes, and they appear to be, you know, if you look at a pipe, maybe the size of a sewer pipe, which is pretty large, right? Or your standard residential pipes in your house. Okay. What if this is some kind of weird vehicle right here? Look at it again. Look at the shape and the details on said item. And keep in mind, it does go like this. Check this out. Something comes up and over. And then you have this round.
All right. I am a little bit excited about this picture so far, this video. I'm getting an echo. Never had an echo before. That is weird. But you can see these holes. Let me pull up the bigger screen. I mean, this is amazing so far. He's just about to get into this. Now, I don't know what kind of rocks we're looking at. I don't know what they're made of. I don't even know if this is Earth or Mars. But nonetheless, if it is Mars, this has some strangeness to it. But does it? You know what I mean? There's so much pareidolia. But let's hear what Chris says, because who knows? Maybe I'm wrong.
Piece, like a fan kind of like arch piece. Okay.
Andrew.
We got that on there. We have the back end. Okay. Looks like slots.
It is a rock. But let's see
Smaller
what it's
slots
about.
at the top. Looks like something right here has 1, 2, 3, something in the middle, and you really can't make out this side here. However,
yeah, I thought so, but I didn't see it, so I thought somebody was pulling my leg, Mario UFO. That's awesome.
When we enhance this, check this out. Unenhanced, enhanced. Notice the details in here. Look at it when I do this. This is not enhanced at all. This is the actual raw photo without anything done to it. When I enhance it, and you can still see it in the bright photo there, okay? Check that out. You can still see this arch piece right here, okay? And then you can see that other piece underneath and here. Now, here's what gets crazy. I'm looking at the ground here, and I can see it doing this. It appears to be doing this. Like this is right behind it. And then this runs along this side right here. Is it possible, and of course this is pure speculation here, folks, is it possible if it was some sort of vehicle, is this a roadway?
I don't see it. I see what he's saying, that this could have been a roadway. And whenever the war happened, it got left behind, my fault. So I can imagine a billion years ago, this vehicle, la da da da, and then it rumbled and found itself here and maybe covered with mountainous dirt for a billion years, or give or take 100 million. And now it's revealing itself. My God, it looks like it could be. It is bizarre, but is it? I want to do something. I want to look up here. All right. I want to play the same game, the pareidolia game, because we really don't know. Right? But we could say up here, it looks like there's bars on a window. Here's the window frame. Here's another window. You know, this just, it's inside the mountain. You can see right here, these triangular shapes. I don't know why they're like that. Maybe that was the tip of the building, so rain and other materials can slide off. Here's a round pipe where maybe water came off the roof. You know what I mean? I can make this up. Look, looks like a bunch of drainage pipes right here. And here is some sort of, I don't know, maybe some sort of overview. Like you can stand in your living room and look out the window. You know what I mean? And that's the car in the front of the house. This is a house in the rock. Hey, man, I'm just playing. Who knows? But I think I make it work too.
Or does it just happen to be flat? And of course, they manipulated a lot of this what's on the ground. Is it possible that that's some kind of weird vehicle and this was some kind of roadway? I don't know. Again, pure speculation. It's just the way it struck me. This could be structures and not mountains at all.
Oh, I didn't know he was going to go there.
And it looks like the side's been blown away out of him, and we're seeing parts of the walls, the piping, stuff that's just coming out of the ceiling, the walls of it.
That's amazing.
Stuff that's being hidden.
I did it.
In plain sight.
I did it.
Go back to all the colors. Again, we have this cutout. And then we have these whiter things inside.
Well, I don't know.
What do you guys think?
I really don't know.
Back to the black plate. When I seen this, and I just saw this last night, guys, no word of a lie. I wasn't even going to talk about this too much, but then I started to see the actual design of this thing.
Look at that.
This. Let me go to back to the original because I want to be fair about this.
Seriously, that looks like a vehicle.
Look at the actual features in this.
No, it does.
See that? And again, let's pop it right here back to the black.
Look at this right here. And then here's where they might be sitting and driving with the window there. Like, come on, man.
Plate enhanced. The features are there. What is it?
That looks like something we would make for a movie or going on Mars or the moon. It looks like something humans would make. Yeah? That's wild stuff right there. That is pretty darn good. And if that's pareidolia, that's pretty specific pareidolia, if you ask me. Unreal. True. He said it to himself? Okay, I'm not sure, but that's funny. Down the rabbit hole, Den Bub. Absolutely. Look, when we can't go there ourselves and they're blurring out images that are real important for the world to see, don't you think it's possible they didn't get to this one yet? No. If that was a real car, they would have blurred it out by now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe there's too much. They can't blur everything out. Then it's going to look too suspicious. Or it's not a car. It's not a house. There's no structures. There's nothing on Mars. We just don't know. My question is this. This goes to NASA. And I want to know the answer to this one because it makes no freaking sense at all. Why would you make a helicopter that has a camera that looks straight down? Why? You have satellites to do that. Satellites look at the ground. We don't need a helicopter to look straight down. I've said it every show, I think, the last month. What are they doing? Why? Because they don't want us to see what's flying around, maybe? Maybe there really is life on Mars and we just can't show it to everybody. Why look down only? Makes no sense. That is a waste of a helicopter, in my opinion. What a joke. NASA dropped the ball on that one. I wanted to show you this too. Right, we're going a little later than, but we started around what, 10 after? All right, so I'm going to show you some of this. I did not show it yesterday. I ran out of time. But from Jean Ward, he's also doing the Mars stuff. 3, 2, gush.
One of these strange disc-shaped anomalies about 12 meters in diameter, and we've seen so many of these on Mars as well. I'll show you another one that looks very similar to this. Check out the disc shape. It's slightly smashed up or bent up in this area. Yeah, you could say it's got 1, 2, 3 sort of flat sides of here, and then that strange small object close to the center. And there's another example of a similar disc-shaped anomaly. This one I discovered west of Ross. Also disc-shaped to it, and a small object on the top very close to the center. And this is just one more example, folks. And we're looking at alignment of smaller objects on top of that piece, which is about 14 meters.
Navigation? Don't they have GPS? Well, here's the deal. DJI or any other company could have given them that extra camera. Capiche? Oh. Right? It's a one capiche show. I don't know where that one came. Yesterday we had 2 capiches. It was a good show.
Wide, and it's got 2 rows.
See, this is what interests me about Jean Ward. He's French. That's how you say his name. Not Jean, not John, Jean, with respect. He always finds these, right? The rocks with the things that are coming out the top, the inserts. We've seen these. Guess, where have we seen these before? On what monoliths? Stonehenge. That's right. Very good, class. Yep. Stonehenge. And also, I think, was it Machu Picchu that also had these inserts, these pegs? I don't know. There was a couple of places here on Earth with the monoliths, not the recent monoliths, not the clear, shiny ones that were fake. I'm talking about these. What is this? Are they to hold in place the top of this that has been blown clear off? I mean, what is the purpose? They're everywhere. Jean finds this constantly, and it makes no sense. Not to me, not to him, not to a lot of people. But if that is natural erosion, were these underwater is my question. But we also have these, you can see the shadow. These aren't flush with the ground. They come up off the ground, creating, this is not that big. I think it's like 36 feet, right? 12 meters or so. Most of them are around this size. And that's why Jean Ward's work is interesting, because there's many of these with these pegs that are 12 meters across, give or take.
3 small items of similar size and placement next to one another in rows there. Also, the 2 rows are parallel to one another. There's another one that looks similar to it. This one I discovered in Argaea Planitia, about the same size as well. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides to this one.
That's what I was thinking, Mitch. Maybe it is. But not really, or not on Mars. Mars, remember, does not or ever has had plate tectonics, where the continents are moving and shifting. We don't know what the weather was like. If the water or ice just evaporated, why these structures? So I'm not too sure, but that is a good point. But there's no proof of that, I'm sure, that there was glacier movement on Mars. Water, yes, there was water movement.
Let's see.
So maybe it was
Got
that.
symmetry and geometry there again, folks. We're looking at two
A lot.
rather strange anomalies there. Very similar in size and shape. Right, then we're looking at this part. I don't know what to make of this.
I'm not sure.
It's
Let me
about
take a
10
look. I think I
meters
did.
long. Get the V shape of, yeah, 90-degree angle almost up there. And then this strange part, it seems to be folded out. I wonder if it fitted into there. Who knows what this is, folks? And then another one of these rectangular blocky shapes. This one's about 10 by 12 meters in size. It's got a small triangular part there close to the center and a strange bright piece over here to the one side. Check out the right angles and straight edges there. Also, it seems to be a uniform in thickness as well. We're looking at another rectangular object there, about 10 meters long, and it's got a small part there in its center. We've seen so many of these on Mars as well. Another rectangular item, about 12 meters.
All right, I know we're done here because I see there's some activity and things I want to play. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Mr. Kunas. Thomas, show the video I sent you and let the chat decide if it's birds. I think it's the same third phase showed in the rocket video. Thanks for the $5.49 super chat, Mucho Generoso. Wait, is it in it? Did you email it to me? I get so much stuff I can't remember. Is it Facebook or email? Like, I'm looking at 50 emails just from today. 62 emails I got today just in one account. That's not including, it's just, I don't know where. Where did you send that? We needed to plan this before, but I want to make sure. Cydonia on Mars, Felix Cordova is asking me. Yeah, you know, they don't, if you go by Richard Hoagland, he's telling us there's pyramids there and it kind of matches up to the shapes and design of that complex, the pyramids at Giza, the way it's designed. So I'm not sure. It looks like something's there, Felix, but I really don't know. We'll have to go. Well, you know, we'll go back to that. I'll do a segment on that. I want to talk about that, but I'm on the fence about it. But it does look like there's pyramids there. It's very interesting. Let me see where Thomas sent that to me. It's birds. I know I need to see where you sent that to me. Email. Okay, email last week. All right, here we go. I'm going to look last week. All right, here we go. I've got to go back another page. Mick West? I think I got an email from Mick West. I asked if he can come on the show. I'm looking for it. Nothing better than slowing a show down. I really want to play this, though. Nope, I don't see it. Not yet. I'm going back as far as I can. I think I know which one you're talking about. It's the three birds or the three things. This is terrible. This isn't it. This is interesting. This one I'm saving for third phase UFO report. Dude, I don't know. I can't find it. And I know I have it. If I knew what your email was, I could find it. Then I could just type it in. I don't know, man. I don't know. Can you just send it to me again right now, and then I'll get to it? Can you please do that? That's the only way. I've got too much to look through. It's taken too much time. I'm looking for other stuff. Yeah, usually the show doesn't come to a creeping halt like this. But sorry if it is. I'm getting a little frustrated. If you could send that to me, that would be great. See why? See why I don't, why every show I am prepared, and because this is what happens on other shows. That you sit there waiting for the host to get to the next topic, and the next thing you know, people are dropping out of boredom. And I don't like to have that kind of boredom. Wow. Hi, my name is so-and-so, and I was watching one of your latest videos that showcased the UFO footage from Germany that was taken with an analog VHS recorder. I took some stills from the footage and upped the sharpness and contrast, which you guys may have already done, but I just wanted to share the still images with you. Oh my God, this is crazy. Thank you, Ty. I'm gonna showcase this now. Oh, I don't even want to, but I have to. I'm gonna put this up on Third Phase UFO Report tonight. See what happens? This stuff comes and it keeps coming in, and this is amazing what he did. Oh, here it is. Here's thank you, Mr. Kunis. You are a gentleman. What is this? I have to click on something to watch it? I don't remember doing this the last time. I have to subscribe. I already have an iCloud account, so it's working. All right, I'm going to pull this over. I don't remember seeing this. Here we go. Hold on. In 3, 2, go. So let's take a look, all of us at the same time. And then I'll go over to Third Phase UFO, Third Phase video. Here we go. Thomas, you are an incredible human. Thank you for this. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Now I remember. It takes a second for the video to get going, right? Okay. Yeah. Why didn't I play this on the show? So far, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It's birds. You can see it flapping its wings. Yeah, it's birds. Post-disclosure world was right. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it is. Yeah, that's a bird. Totally agree with that. Watch over here. Yeah, that looks like a bird. Absolutely, for sure. I can see the wings. And then there was another one that happened 2 more times, I think. It's the same bird. Comes across this side, I believe. Somewhere over here. Yeah, it's a bird. Here it is. Another one. Yo, yeah, you can see the wings. Watch. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's spinning. Oh yeah, that looks like a bug actually. Oh, that is bizarre. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It looks like it has a flashing light. Seriously, and the other ones did too, but I dismissed it as wings. Hold on. One goes down this way and another one comes this way. Watch. Oh, you got me on this. Watch this. I don't know, but watch. Now that one didn't work out. That wasn't the one. Look at how far that one's going out. It has a flashing light on it. And here comes one. Oh man, I don't know. They looks like they're corkscrewing through the sky. It looks like they're going like this, spinning. And every time it spins, that a white part or a flash comes out. I am going to have to do a closer inspection. That is weird. What's this, Sean? Hiya, Rich. Sorry for disturbing your show earlier and that I wasn't Jesus. I know that you weren't. That's okay. Have a beer on me, mate. Love your show. And this is the first one I've managed to be awake to see live. $10. Thank you so much. I say it is 10 because it shows a 10. I know it's from another country, but I just keep it simple here at Goof On. I don't like to think while I'm doing my show. Thank you very much. And you didn't have to. I know you weren't Jesus. I know what it looks like. All right. Thank you for the super chat. And this is why I need a real bell. Mucho super generoso. Shanzo. $10. Oh, God. All right. I'm going to look at this one a lot closer now that I see it on a big screen. I think this might be worth looking at in slow motion and fast motion. Okay, you gave me some work now. I'm not happy about this. Now, this is interesting. I think there was one more that was pretty good, too. An alien! Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Sorry. Look at these dogs. All right, come on. Let's get to the last one. I know there's one coming up, right? Oh, that's a bird. Yeah. See it? It came out right there. See, that makes me think it's a bird. Watch over here. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure it's bird, but I'll take a closer look. I want to look at the beginning of it one more time because that's where we had a pretty good view of it for longer than a second. Should come up right around here. Go this way. It's good video too. It's real clear. There it is. I don't know, man. Really. I hate that I can't find that rewind. Yeah, it's in the ground. I'm going to say it's a bird, but I'll take a closer look for you. I'm leaning at 85% bird, 15% bird unknown. Now, I'm going to show you the third phase of moon video. Actually, it's on Third Phase UFO Report. I did my own report on it. And I'm going to show you the video in question that was sharpened and put into a still. You are going to love what I just saw from Ty. This is absolutely amazing. And let me find the video real quick. UFO. Seriously amazing. I think it's right here. Let's see. Yep, here it is. Here we go, guys. This is the video I made.
What are you reporting? With someone or something crawling around out here.
Hold on. What the God almighty, I swear. Oh my God, I swear to you. I really want to hurt myself. That's all.
UFO phenomenon. I'm getting really excited about it.
Yeah, we're all excited. All right, here we go. This is the footage that we're talking about. This is 20 years ago, taken off a VHS recorder. And I'm going to show you the still images that this person sharpened up and took from the video. You're going to freak out. Okay, so that's the footage. All right, now I'm going to show you what he did. Here we go. There's a still image of one. That's not bad. I mean, really. Here's the next one. Seriously. This is, that's not an airplane. Wow. There should be one more. Hold on. Let me see. There should be one more. Oh, I'm on the wrong freaking file. So stupid sometimes. Hold on. Let me get this from Ty. All right, this is interesting. Now, Ty's email is missing. It was right here on top. How's that possible? I'm confused. What the hell? Oh, that's it? All right, that's it. There was only these two. I found it. So here you have what looks like a disc-shaped UFO. Yeah, that's it. And this is the other one. I mean, I don't know. Here's the video again. It's very intriguing, Sean. It's 2001. I don't know, man. That to me is either this is a really good fake or it's real. Once again, there's one of the photos. You tell me. I can't wait to put this up on Third Phase UFO Report. Later on, I'll add this to the show. And where's the other one? Pretty amazing, right? I don't know. But this is exactly what I said. It looks like one is facing the right and the other one's facing the left. And they look like Star Destroyers from Star Wars, right? A little bit. Maybe they put Star Destroyers in the sky somehow. They were hanging them. And I don't know, man. The video is kind of weird. It's real. It's really out there. Look, an alien.
So first off, I want to thank Thomas Hart for sharing this incredible footage from 2001. We see craft in the sky that resemble huge flying disc just hovering there. And this is incredible to even contemplate that in 2001, obviously we weren't shooting in 4K. We weren't shooting in any kind of a digital form. This was captured on analog. This was interesting. We had to blow this image up because I think it was about 380 the way it was captured. And after enhancement and looking at this closer, I really can't make out what these large structures are that are just hovering over Germany. And we're being asked.
And just to They're hovering, but they're moving to the left. So they're not hovering. I think they're keeping their shape in the sky equidistant almost to it, not equidistant, but they're just a certain width apart, distance apart. And I think they're just slowly moving from left to right, given the illusion, because you can see they're moving. The guy had to move around the building to still see them because they went behind the building.
By Thomas Hart to maybe enhance this footage a little bit and maybe 8mm. Absolutely, you guys out there, well said there, Brent. Like, if you have something that you
didn't even know about it for 20 years, I myself have footage that's 17 years old that I probably blew off and sounded like think it was worth posting. There's so much stuff out there that hasn't seen Giordano from Goof On. You could watch me 6 nights a week on YouTube, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right there on Goof On, 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. And I like to thank, of course, Third Phase of Moon for everything they bring us. Without them, none of this would be possible, and we wouldn't be able to get the message out to a wider audience. So I want to take you down the digital road, over to Digital Ocean, and back to reality we go, because where UFOs come from, nobody knows. Another great episode here on Third Phase UFO Report. Again, I'm Rich Giordano, going down the digital highway. Until tomorrow, we will do it once again. If you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody. Base!
How low can you go? Death row? What a brother know. Once again, back is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal, the public enemy #1.
There's nothing like advertising your own stuff. I love Third Phase UFO Report. But home is Goof On, everybody. And I want to thank everybody. Ryan Robbins for hanging out from Post Disclosure World. It was a pleasure having you here hanging out. I know it was you. And I'm glad you took the time, man. It's amazing. When one of the largest people from that side comes over here for a visit. Look, we're all in this together. There's no animosity. Yeah, I like you. I like everybody. I don't hate anyone. I don't even hate Lou. I just don't like the message. And I think that message needs to be added. There needs an addendum on the message. And I wish he would have spoke with Greer, but I understand why he didn't. But anyway, moderators and super chatters, thank you very much for your support. Without your time and your support, the show doesn't exist. So without you guys, it wouldn't run as smoothly and it wouldn't be here every day. So thank you. And thank you, newcomers and veterans alike, for hanging out even just 5 minutes. I'm glad. I'm totally grateful for the 5 minutes. It's all I ask. If you liked it, subscribe, share, and don't forget to like. That's how we grow. But we'll be back Sunday, which is our biggest show. And it should be incredible on Sunday. And Tina Mobley will have that giveaway on Sunday as well. So I'll get with you. And for everybody listening, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. Good night, everybody.
I'm not asking you to come with me. I would dare. I know you wouldn't. You're scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does find me gone. The cult will protect me. Frida, I beg you. Think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about me? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going, and you might as well stop arguing about it. And I warn you, if you dare tell on me, Frida, you know I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you. You know what will happen if you do. Stop it, you're hurting me not half as much as I will if you don't keep quiet.
I can't believe I forgot to show the drone footage.